Hi guys, so today I'm here to do my Pretty Little Liars review of episode 20. So, I thought it was weird how Spencer was still in Ezra's class, and I'm just like, why would you still be there? And, you know, she wakes up, and Ezra's just looking at her funny, and I'm just like, great. You know, when he meets up with Arya, I'm just like, great. Now Ezra told Arya about Spencer, so now, you know, since it didn't come from Spencer, now Arya probably thinks really bad about her, and I'm just like, he's just trying to turn her against her friends. Like, don't believe his manipulation. Just please don't. And, I thought it was funny how Hannah was like, are you gonna eat that? And they had like that whole little conversation. I'm just like, they're so weird. And I can't believe that Arya, like, actually confronted them about Spencer. I'm just like, oh, like, I didn't think she was actually gonna do that. I don't know, I thought she was gonna keep it to herself. And, you know, I thought the whole Spoby moment was cute. I was like, aw. And, you know, they go and they confront Spencer. And, you know, they don't really know how to say it. So, of course, Hannah, being the direct one, is like, are you a speed freak? And I'm just like, I'm like, you can't confront her like that. Like, that's not how you do this, Hannah. Like, I know you're a direct person, but you can't just say that. Like, that's so rude. And, I felt bad for Spencer because, you know, she was feeling really attacked by the girls. And I'm just like, yeah, they're kind of just like, you know, they're just barking at her and spitting out all their opinions. And I'm just like, poor Spencer. Like, she didn't even get a chance to tell them anything, and now they just think she's crazy. Like, you know, there's no credibility towards her anymore. And, you know, she confesses about her black and white dream, and I'm just like, that's probably not the best idea, Spencer, because they already think you're crazy. And now you're talking about your whole black and white dream and everything that happened and how they got shot, and just, yeah, now they definitely don't believe you. And, you know, we find out that Ren's prescription pad ends up being in Spencer's bag, and I'm just like, are you serious right now? Like, Ezra, what the heck? Because right now I think Ezra's A. Like, what the heck? Are you serious right now? Like, ugh, it just disgusts me. And I thought it was kind of awkward, like, seeing Mike and Mona on a date. I'm just like, well, they're there, so. And then, you know, Mike ends up saying he loves Mona, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? I'm just like, Mike, did you mean to say that? Because you do realize this is to Mona, right? I mean, I know that you're dating and everything, but oh my gosh, like, why would you say that? And, you know, Ezra ends up being there wherever they are on their date, and he talks to Mona, and Mona's trying to break some sort of deal with him, and that just that just makes it even more possible that she's probably the photographer. And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm just like, what deal though? Like, I wish they would just come out and say it. And yeah, it just irritates me how Arya's still talking to Ezra. And I'm just like, can you just leave him alone, please? And, you know, Ezra ends up saying, oh, I think we should go to Spencer's parents with this problem. What? Like, are you kidding me right now? You're a teacher. I mean, okay, that doesn't come out right, but like, what right do you have to go to Spencer's parents and tell them, oh, your kid has a drug addiction? And how did you find that out exactly? Yeah, you went through her file, and he's ridiculous, and he's just pushing his limits. And I'm just like, Arya is such a fool for believing all of this trash. Like, just don't. And, you know, Arya, I mean, oh my gosh, it just irritates me so much how she doesn't know anything about him. But thankfully, you know, she's starting to become more suspicious because, you know, he said that whole detail about how Spencer found Toby and his tattoo and the motorcycle helmet, and she's just like, how did you know that? Because, you know, she never told him about that. Like, she doesn't even, like, none of the girls say details about their little A adventures. So it's just like, I'm glad that gives Arya some sort of clue that, yes, he is a big creep. And, you know, Emily she's working and she breaks all those dishes, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, did you really just do that? And okay, so after a show, I always watch other people's reviews, and and sometimes, you know, I realize stuff. But while I was watching this, I'm just like, Emily, are you stupid? I'm like, why are you talking about Allie right in front of Ezra? But no, I just didn't get it, that it was supposed to be a setup. And I'm just like, oh. When I saw that they were in the car telling her what to say, I'm like, oh, I get it now. I don't know, I just felt really stupid after I saw a review and that person got it and I didn't get it right away. And I'm just like, oh. I mean, at least I realized, you know. You know, Spencer, she's not looking too hot, and the doctor, you know, that she's been getting the prescriptions from ends up calling her mom, and you know, her mom actually picks up, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, Spencer's caught, and now she's like, it's just horrible because none of this is coming straight from her mouth, so she really looks like a bad person right now. And you know, they go to the, what is it? Or what is it? I mean, who is it? You know, the girls go to the reptile thing, and I'm just like, yeah, this really isn't a good place to meet. Like, I know they picked the place for a specific reason, but I'm just like, yeah, you guys are probably gonna be bitten by some poisonous snake or something, because that's totally an A move. Like, I don't know what season it was, but remember when Spencer was in the dressing room with that snake, and I'm just like, yeah, A's not the nicest person, so I wouldn't be surprised if they got bitten by a poisonous snake or something. And, you know, Arya ends up finding Ezra's lair, and it's actually cleared out. And I'm just like, how the heck do you clean up? I don't understand. Like, all these layers we've seen over these past 4 seasons, like, how do you just clean up your lair? Like, where do you even put all that stuff, you know? Just, where does it all go? Really boggles my mind. And yeah, Arya ends up finding the book that Ezra is writing, and I'm just like, he's writing a book? Like, Ezra, what kind of freak are you? Like, first you're torturing these girls and you're writing about it? Like, are you kidding me right now? You're so crazy. What is wrong with you? And you know, the girls see you know, the girls see this girl, okay, so the liars see this other girl come in, and they're like, oh, there's Spencer. And I'm just like, that doesn't look like Spencer to me. I mean, it could just be me, but I'm just like, that does not look like Spencer. And you know, when Arya got into Ezra's cabin, she had to put in a code, and Ezra actually gets a security alert, and I'm just like, I thought about that. I'm like, I figured he would, because how do you not, because I'm pretty sure when you have a security system, it tells you when you've come in the house, gone out the house, like, yeah, I'm like, how did she expect him not to know? Or maybe she just thought she had time, you know? I don't know. And, you know, Ezra goes back to his cabin, and Arya, she leaves so quickly that she forgets her keys, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm like, how the heck is she gonna get out of here now? And Ezra ends up chasing her, and yeah, I'm just like, this whole time I'm thinking, yep, your whole relationship is officially creepy now, like, you're just weird. And, you know, Arya, she ends up hiding behind this tree, and he ends up calling her, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, that's so creepy. Oh my god. And you know, he almost finds her. He's just he's literally a step away from her, but thankfully he doesn't step any closer, and he turns back around thinking he's lost her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I wouldn't know if I could do that. Like, okay, yes, I could hide, but I'd be breathing so loudly, like, you could probably find me. You know, Arya ends up running towards the ski lift. I'm just like, I hope she doesn't get stuck, because I mean, like, not just from Pretty Little Liars, but like on all shows like this, movies like this, the person always ends up getting stuck on the ski lift or the Ferris wheel or wherever the high place is. Like, it always happens. And I don't know how does Ezra even get beside her on the ski lift, like, without her noticing? Like, because obviously he's had to have been there long enough for them to, like, lift off the ground, because, you know, she can't run at this point. Like, where did you come from? You're honestly a wizard, because you have to have magical powers to be that quiet and sneak up on her. Yeah, and, you know, Arya and Ezra, they're on the ski lift, and Arya starts crying, and oh my gosh, her crying face is so ugly. Like, I don't understand. I mean, it's funny. I don't know. It's just, her crying face is just no. And, you know, I just feel really bad for her, and I'm just like, you know, just thinking about all that they've been through, I'm just like, Ezreal was such a lie. Like, I love them to pieces. Like, I love them together so much, and it's all based on a lie. Like, that's great. Thank you for lying to us for the past 4 years. And, you know, Ezra tries to talk her down, and it just makes me even more upset. I'm just like, Ezra, shut up, because you don't love her. You're just manipulating her. Like, I don't even know why you're trying anymore, because we're done with you. At least I'm done with you, and just stop. Like, don't say you love her if you don't mean it. Like, you don't. You can say you do, but I don't believe you. And it just makes me, oh my gosh, it just makes me so upset. Like, you're still trying to manipulate her, even though she knows the truth. Like, what is wrong with you? I thought it was so dumb of them to, like, fight over the book, over the ski lift. You're in the middle of the freaking air. Where are you gonna pick it up from? Of course, it ends up falling on the ground all over the place, and yeah. And then the skein goes off to Spencer. The scene goes off, and you know, then we have Spencer and Toby finds out about Spencer's addiction, and you know, her mom is there to confront her also, and you know, Toby's just like really disappointed in her, and I'm like so sad, because I'm like, you're the last good couple, because you know, Hannah's single and Arya's about to be single and Emily's with Paige, but like, that's an okay couple. You know, they're not that cute. But yeah, I'm just like, Spilby can't be over. And then he gave her that Scrabble necklace. I was like, that's so cute. And yeah, I just feel really bad for Arya, because I'm like, you know, she's basically wasted all of her time on him. Like, such a waste of time. I would be so upset at him. I am upset. I just don't get it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and come see my next video. Toodles!